Hey everybody, it's Robin again, and it's a garden video this time. You're going to have to forgive the hot and mess kind of look, but it has been very hot and I'm very messy. I've been in dirt all day long in between thunderstorms because that's the coolest time to work in Florida. I'm in zone 9B and wow, I mean it's just so hard. It's August 1st. Happy birthday, Matthew. And you know, if you want to get it done before hurricane season, it's a risk. If you want to wait till after hurricane season, things, you know, can be too late and you can miss out. So, anyhow, I'm taking the risk, even though I'm not really much of a risk taker. But anyhow, I want to show you real quick. Not real quick, it's going to take a while because I've been working all day. But I'm going to show you what I've been planting. So, okay, let's go around the whole. This is my she shed. Okay, this is gonna be Chinese pink celery right here. All of these were done today. This is Burgess buttercup squash, table queen acorn squash. Okay, and then I still got more to do. I got stuff here to clean up. I always got stuff to clean up. So now this is Hal's Best jumbo cantaloupe. I'm going to just read them. Brunswick cabbage, and I have a couple of those. Here's a Hilton Chinese cabbage. Copenhagen cabbage. This is an early. This is an heirloom from 1909. This is a Dagon F1 hybrid Brussels sprouts. I have two of those, three of those. Okay. Yeah, I just don't have hope. That's why I planted so many of those. But hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised when all of them go. This is snowball cauliflower. This is from M.I. Gardener. This is same thing, snowball cauliflower. Okay, so that concludes what's inside here. Let me take you outside. Okay, look at that beautiful view. See how blessed I am? I can see that's why I set it up this way, so I can turn around, look out, and be smiling. Okay, this is just going to be an overview of the full garden, but then more specific on the seeds that I did today. So this is and I have my notes. So this is that mystery pumpkin, and wow, are you looking at that? And it goes. I'm thinking we're well over 50 feet. It goes all the way down the fence line. And I don't have one female yet that's turned to pumpkin, but I think we're close. So then you can see I have 3 open cattle panels. That's great. And then I have peppers on the 4th one. So I have red Marconi's, midnight dream peppers. And then I have some spots open in the second half of that for cucumbers. I have in this first one, I'm going to end up putting my big boy F1 tomatoes in there and my probably my black vernissage tomatoes. If I could ever get light in because the peppers are doing so well. That's kind of risky. We'll see how that goes. I may change my mind there. The only real new thing on this is I put cilantro in here. The tree guys, when they came and took out the big oak, they kind of plowed through the whole corner there. I lost my celery. And that's a small price to pay for getting a risky tree out of here. So, okay, let me just tell you as we pass by real quick. Arroz con pollo. These are red Marconi's, and they are beautiful. Do you see the fruit down there? They're huge. And there's another one right back here, and that one's loaded. The arroz con pollo, here, let me show you. That's the red Marconi. Right there, red Marconi pepper. Sorry, y'all bear with me. I have a ton of arroz con pollo, and I've been told to just be patient. Sometimes these things can take up to August, which we're there. I have Tabascos right here in the front. They're loaded. At least this one's super loaded. This other one, oh, I wasn't even paying attention. It's just now starting to load up. You see the babies? Huh, I thought it had. Anyhow, I'm just not paying attention, I guess. So, bullnose peppers. These are awesome. These were started in early America. with the Founding Fathers. I love the bullnose. They're very popular. You see them in the grocery stores. These are corbachis. If you followed our taste test, the reds definitely were fantastic. The greens, just give them time. See, it's probably been 2-3 weeks and they're just starting to go red again. There's some in the back. Up here are my Alma paprikas, and just waiting for these to go. We did a little taste test, and the smoked pepper that was ground up was just so amazing. And actually, so was the red corbachis. It will be excellent put into soups and beans this winter, so as a ground pepper. So, and all the way up there, that's probably like 6.5 feet high is my highest okra. I'll have to start pulling them over to get anything done with them, to cut off the okra pods. So, okay, over here. Oh no, what happened? Something just ate this like overnight. Or all this rain is getting my blue rind watermelon. I thought that they loved rain, but I don't know. I'm not going to cry over it. The seeds were kind of old. Maybe it's just not well. And bugs could be too. So this is my mystery pumpkin still continuing, and it keeps going. And every day I have to remind it, watch your manners, stay out of the way. You can keep going all the way around the fence line, but you cannot interfere with anything else. So my jalapenos are blooming very nice. They were late starts, but they're doing well. You can see, there you go. You can't see, there you go. That's a baby jalapeno. Very good. Moving along, this is my avocado tree. Needs staking up a lot better, but I ran out of stakes. Pineapple, big weed. Still haven't pulled it. These are my 4 o'clocks, and they're not open yet, so we'll come back. It's 5 o'clock, guys. What's wrong with you? Can't you tell time? Okay. Over there, quick pass by, are my dwarf everbearing mulberries. They're already like 3 feet high. They're doing real good. My blueberries look like crap. There's a nice pineapple, and then there's a Everglades tomato that came back. I wasn't really paying attention, and it's already to bloom stage, so we're going to leave it. This is a oleander vine right here, and this is what we call the Trellis Garden. Okay, so maybe you can see something's really new with the Trellis Garden. I was able to put down some black ground cover. This is really heavy duty. That we got up the street at a garden center. Not just the big box ones, like a special one for professionals. The zinnias are coming out real good. I had a nasturtium take seed. There we go. But anyhow, my son and I, we got this laid the other day, and we just put these blocks here. This is old edging just found around the property. So that's here just to hold it down, because I saw some weather might be coming in. And it goes all the way around over to here. And so I'm got to go choose what I'm going to put in, either mulch or maybe a small white stone, and then lay it down. So, okay, are you ready for this? Real quick. I only had 4, maybe 5 black runner beans. So that's where they went. And the second half right there is a streamline runner bean. Okay, and those are new to the garden this year. This is all Chinese red noodle bean. We did like that, but I did not want both sides this time. Moving on, we still have our ping tong eggplant. I don't know where the bugs went, but they disappeared. But so did the blooms. This is creeping thyme. We got from Living Traditions, and it flew all the way back to Florida with a friend of mine. So that was pretty cool. So anyhow, maybe the eggplant's back on them. Maybe they will come back into bloom. On this side is the Antigua eggplant. I did get one off of that. I can't even remember what it tasted like, but it must have been okay. And it's looking very healthy right now. So pretty happy about that. I got to clear these weeds out. But then I also have a beautiful mixture of zinnias in here. That is my Florida cranberry. This is over here, Navajo thornless blackberry. This is Roselle, and then I have a Chester thornless blackberry back there. This is going to probably be, I think it's going to be dark cucumbers if I don't know. I had Armenians here, but I'll probably put them over here on this time, and then probably put some Dars over here. And as you can see, it's all filling in really nicely between zinnias and weeds. And this going up here is the air potato, but I'm starting to pull some of that out. So here we go over to Meyer lemon, grafted onto a ruby red grapefruit, and those are doing very well. Doesn't produce a lot, but it's his first year right here. It's only been in the spot 7 months maybe, so that I'm really happy with that. This used to hold my artichokes, my green globe artichokes, and they are gone. And what did I put in here? I put in, these are Quaker pie pumpkins, and they have a little bit of a coconut taste to them. So I had 4 really nice starts. And then I have, let me think, that's Coral Fountain Amaranth behind it, which should just kind of cascade over the top of it. I'm really excited to see how that looks in the fall. And I put this really heavy-duty black paper down, not paper, ground cover, because I just thought this would be really nice for the pumpkins to come down and stay kind of clean. And this is supposed to throws small pumpkins, like a regular pie pumpkin. You know what I'm talking about? And so it's supposed to only run about 14 or 15 feet. And so, just so I don't have to mow so much, that's what we're doing there. Okay, and then like I have this beautiful new section. Well, it's the old section kind of made new. So in here, I just put these in, and these are the Saint Esprit, I don't know, Olay, and this is a bush bean. So that's going to be new. It's a white bean, and it's for drying and shelling, and it has like an angel, or sometimes it's called a soldier bean in the South. So yeah, it'll have a little mark on it. So, and this is Roselle, and this number 2. This group of Roselles is very happy. This Roselle right there is not happy. So it may be disappearing, which is okay with me, but that's why I planted extras. In here I did put some cumin. That's why I didn't cover all the way with black gold. And so I don't think the cumin took. There's a couple little things that look like. Do you see that baby right there? But I also threw lavender in here, and I see some of the similars more over here on the lavender side. So maybe the lavender is going to take. And of course that bush bean is still in through here. Here's my beautiful rose. Yes. And it's bloomed again. Look, can you see the butterfly? I think that's a Gulf fritillary on the zinnia right there. And I had air potato in there, but I pulled it. This is my miracle fruit tree, and we're going to keep it really small. And in this corner, hold on. So there it is. I'm just kind of keeping a little keepsake video of, so I can remember how small it was at one time. And up here I put cinnamon basil, and back here sweet basil across the whole back. Now on this side of the trellis, okay, let's see. Well, let's look on this side first. I already had the old homestead runner beans, or pole beans, I guess you could call right there. So you can see they're already going up. So, and they look okay. They're not great. Here's a bloom. It is hot as all get out. So, but it's surviving. So we put more of those in there. On this side, we put hope I get this order right. The magnolia sweet magnolia tendril snap peas. Anyhow, on this whole side. Kilgaro. I'll have to put the above. But this is a bean, I believe it was out of Tanzania, and it was a pretty big bean, and so I could not find any history on it other than the town. The town is named Kilgaro, I believe I'm saying that right, and that's where they found the bean. So it's an heirloom, and I'm trying it for the first time. Okay, so what's going on here? This is a little baby I got a cutting off of. I put it in rooting powder, and this is a peanut butter tree cutting. So, and back here I have African blue basils just started. This is a Friarello di Napoli, which is a pepper. Probably should have started a long time ago, but no time like the present. This one I've lost track. I don't know what it is. This was a Quaker. No, this was supposed to be like a sweet potato, and then I'm like, it's not a sweet potato. So this is the unknown seed that was mislabeled at the Baker Creek Convention. This is echinacea. This is a couple more peppercorns that didn't take, and this right here is going to be my big boy F1 tomato hybrid. So, and it just germinated, but I couldn't be happier with the germination rate. Before we go outside the gate, I just thought I would let you see, this is a row of coral fountain amaranth. So I thought that would be real pretty right there. I have a few left over. I also have some in the corner, which I told you about. And then, so they're just kind of filling an empty gap. I'm trying to go around the shed with cool colors, and especially coral is something I'm trying to go with. So this is like a lime orange, a queen lime orange zinnia, I believe is the full name. So, and that one's a little bit orangier. This one's a little bit more lime. That one hasn't opened yet. This is a little guy. I need to stake that one up. But anyhow, this whole area needs working, but at least it's got a start. Okay, so this is the south end of the front gardens, and you can still see the kale real slowly there, but it's a weed mess, and it'll probably be that way for about 2 more weeks. I don't actually plan on planting anything in there till we drop temperatures just a little bit, and I just may run the lawnmower, but that's about it. And then get rid of these, because I have something new and cool coming in here. Here is the thing I told you was a sweet potato, but then as the leaves grew, I'm like, that is no sweet potato. And if you look at it, the leaves aren't even the same. So look at that versus that. They're not even the same seed, I don't think. I don't know. They came from Baker's Creek. They were in a bushel with a whole bunch of other bushels next to it with little handwritten cards, and I think they were mislabeled. And so we don't know what we're going to get here, but excited to figure it out and find out. Hey! Right here is my Love Lies bleeding amaranth. So I have a beautiful row here that's going to be against the fence. I can't wait. And while we were out here the other day, actually Jack and I were hanging this staghorn, and we had the truck back here through here, and he just narrowly missed all of the amaranth, which was fine. That's perfect. But while I was standing around waiting, I was like, what the world? So I have a red potato baby that's coming up here. So that makes me think that maybe it might be time I can start planting my potatoes. So I'm going to clean all this up and probably start getting those going also again in 2 weeks. We have company coming. Oh, and so what's going on here? My Zucchini rapicante. I'm not going to miss saying that 100 times. So the bugs got to it. It's still, I let the lower ends continue. It's still creeping this way. And then I have one lone one that's attached and doing well. It might come back. So, but most of it was bug ridden, and I want this area to rest because I will have a mixture of greens and then I think I'm going to have a squash in here, probably some patty pans in here. And so I want those bugs all completely gone before I plant. So we're pretty much just cleaned it and let it rest for hurricanes if we get one. Little pretty flowers. This side I didn't have time to clean up at all on the black ground cover because the storm got me. But as you can see, all the flowers have reseeded and they're looking so pretty and doing really well. Most of them anyhow. And even my Zucchini replicante is okay over here. My dahlias in between things. This is my Brazilian flaming candle. Looks nice. It's got a lot of new growth on it. Pretty happy about that. And cosmos, and way down there you saw my cosmos and jalapeno. So, and then I have some borage, just a little bit. And I did have zucchini going out through the fence, but I just pulled it back today and kind of waited along that line. And and I did put sunflower seeds that had been soaking for 3 days. I put them all in here, so hopefully we'll have some fresh sunflowers here pretty soon. So anyhow, it looks pretty nice now that it's cleaned up. I always like the fresh new look of a fresh garden. So clean slate. Now we can get going again. Look, I've had twin babies. Isn't that cool? On top of the one that's growing right back there. So excited. Uh-oh, lizards. My dogs hate lizards. This is my Mazurkia zinnia, and I did put a few back along the whole wall of my she shed, but I only had a couple really tight, but that's really okay because, here's one too, but it hasn't bloomed yet. But that's okay because I just wanted to get the process started. I'm not really ready to do anything back here. It's too doggone hot. I know I say that all the time, but it's true, and I'm just not ready to be there yet. So, but I did get the process starting, so I'll have some pop of color back here. Uh-oh. I told you, stay on your own side. So I wanted to show you something real quick. Oh no, it's gone. Oh, the joys of living with a baby boxer. So that was a baby broccoli, and it was sitting right here. Oh, I see where he pulled it out too. Well, anyhow, the good news is I just saw that it was growing on its own in this heat, so that has inspired me. I'm going to probably direct sow my broccoli this week. Asparagus, yay, and sweet basil. My lime is on its 3rd transplant of the year, so let's hope this is the winning spot. It sure does seem to like it here. It didn't seem to suffer anything with that move. It was over, but kind of near Jack's shed, but we've just found it was too close to the path where trucks keep coming in to trim trees. And this way it's nice and out of the way. And I got my Plumeria right here, or Frangipane. I hope I'm saying that right. So this is a white one with yellow insides, and that's beautiful and doing well. Really survived that transplant and even broke it off. This is a pink one. We had 3. We're down to 1. I don't know. We'll leave it. Let it go. Just let it go, right? So hopefully it'll look like this next year. Last but not least is my market garden, and seems like I weed it, and 2-3 weeks later it just fills right in like grass again. But it's probably going to happen a couple more times. I picked a little bit in here today, early this morning before the first storm. And so 2019 pineapple season is over. This garden is still resting, and in about a month to 6 weeks, I will start filling it with lots and lots of greens and things that need constant water. Celery, I'll transplant my celery over here, probably my Brussels. I have a whole list, but I left it in the house during the break. Yeah, so anyhow, I'm just got to kind of maintain the weed issue until it's time to plant this, but that'll be for another video. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I hope it didn't seem too boring, but it really helps me remember where I put things. And I love going back and rewatching and seeing the growth of the garden. The new section over here, the whole 1/4 acre, it's been great. It's not even a year old yet, but I've watched it go from January to now, August 1st. And it's come just so quickly and so nicely. I'm so happy with all the food production that we've had out of it. But thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.